Right now, in this very moment, as you breathe in and out, something extraordinary is happening in the invisible threads of the universe. Someone out there, whose heart is intricately bound to yours, has just crossed a massive, invisible finish line. They didn't win a race, and they didn't receive a physical trophy, but they achieved something infinitely more valuable. Your soulmate just had a massive emotional breakthrough. For the longest time, there has been a heavy, unseen weight holding them back. You might have felt it too, even if you couldn't put it into words. Have you ever had those random days where a sudden, unexplained wave of sadness, anxiety, or longing washed over you out of nowhere? Have you ever felt a sudden shift in your energy, like a storm was clearing in your mind, even though nothing in your physical life had changed? That wasn't just your imagination. That was the ripple effect of their struggle, and now it is the ripple effect of their victory. For years, your soulmate has been fighting battles in the quietest corners of their mind. They have been wrestling with old ghosts, dismantling walls they built to protect themselves, and unlearning the toxic patterns that kept them in the dark. They were trapped in a cycle of fear of not being enough, fear of rejection, fear of opening up, and fear of love itself. But today, the dam finally broke. They finally let the tears fall. They finally faced the shadows they've been running from. And they made a conscious, powerful choice to heal. They looked at their pain, not with fear, but with a fierce determination to rise above it. And in doing so, they have cleared the path that leads straight to you. Think about the sheer magnitude of this moment. True love is not just a random coincidence of two people meeting in a coffee shop or clicking on an app. It is a divine, energetic alignment. When two souls are destined to walk together, their internal growth must mirror one another. You cannot meet the person who is meant to love you fully if you are both still hiding behind your armor. If you met them yesterday, maybe they would have pushed you away out of fear. Maybe you would have triggered their unhealed wounds, and they would have run. But today is different. Today, they surrendered. They dropped the heavy shield they've been carrying for a lifetime. They realized that they deserve a deep, authentic, and beautiful love. And that realization has shifted their entire frequency. This breakthrough is a massive green light from the universe. It is a sign that the preparation phase is coming to an end. All those nights you spent wondering why your love life wasn't working out, all those times you felt lonely and questioned if your person even existed, it was all because the timing wasn't ready. They were doing the heavy lifting, and so were you. The universe was keeping you apart not to punish you, but to protect the sacred nature of your ultimate union. You both needed to grow. You both needed to break down so you could rebuild yourselves into the strongest, most resilient versions of who you are. Now, because of their breakthrough, the energetic blocks between you are crumbling. The invisible wall that kept you separated is dissolving into nothingness. Your soulmate is finally stepping into their true power. They are beginning to see themselves through the eyes of grace, forgiveness, and unconditional love. And because they are finally learning to love themselves, they are finally capable of truly receiving and giving the love you have to offer. They are no longer looking for someone to save them, nor are they looking for someone to hide behind. They are ready to stand as an equal, a true partner, a co-creator of a beautiful destiny. Can you feel the shift in the air? Can you feel the sudden lightness in your chest? Take a deep breath and let it sink in. The struggle is over. The healing has begun. They have done their part of the work. And now, the universe is aligning the chess pieces to bring your paths together. Your only job right now is to keep your heart open, to keep believing in the magic of divine timing, and to continue nurturing your own soul. Do not give up on love now, because the version of your soulmate you are about to meet is healed, ready, and actively looking for you. Your stories are finally merging, and the most beautiful chapter of your life is about to begin. But this new chapter is not just going to happen to you. It is going to happen with you. Now that your soulmate has broken through their emotional barriers, the magnetic pull between your two lives has intensified tenfold. You might already be feeling this invisible gravity pulling at your spirit, urging you to step up, to clear out your own mental clutter, and to prepare your heart for what is coming. When one soul heals, it sends a powerful, silent command through the universe, calling the other soul to rise up and meet them at that higher vibration. They have leveled up, and now, the universe is asking you to do the exact same. This is your cue to stop looking back at the people who broke your heart, to stop nursing the old wounds of rejection, and to finally let go of the belief that love is meant to be painful, difficult, or scarce. For so long, you might have settled for crumbs of affection because you didn't believe the whole loaf was meant for you. You stayed in situations that drained you, hoping they would change, or you closed your heart off entirely, convinced that true, unconditional love was just a fairy tale told to keep people hopeful. But your soulmate's emotional breakthrough is the ultimate proof that the universe does not make mistakes. They didn't just heal for themselves. They healed so they could love you the way you deserve to be loved. They broke through their chains so they could offer you a safe, stable, and deeply nurturing space where you never have to question your worth. They did the hard work of pulling down their walls so that when they finally look into your eyes, there will be nothing blocking their view of your soul. So, how do you prepare for this imminent arrival? You do it by matching their courage. You do it by letting go of your own defense mechanisms. If you're still holding onto the fear that everyone leaves, or that you are destined to be misunderstood, you must actively choose to release those thoughts today. Your soulmate is no longer the person who is afraid of commitment, and they are no longer the person who runs when things get real. They have evolved. If you meet them with your old, defensive energy, you risk missing the beauty of what they are trying to offer you. You must dare to believe that something incredibly good is coming your way. You must cultivate a sense of inner peace, knowing that you don't have to chase, force, or manipulate anything to make this love happen. True love is a flow, not a fight. As you step into this synchronized frequency, keep your eyes open for the signs. The universe is incredibly conversational, and when a major spiritual shift like this occurs, it leaves clues in your daily life. You might start seeing repeating numbers like 1111, 222, or 444 more frequently, signaling that you are in perfect alignment with your destiny. You might start dreaming of a comforting, familiar presence, waking up with a profound sense of warmth and peace that you can't quite explain. You might find yourself suddenly losing interest in superficial connections, feeling a strong intuitive pull to spend time in solitude, reflecting on your life, or doing things that bring you genuine joy. These are not coincidences. These are the energetic breadcrumbs leading you toward each other. The universe is whispering to you, telling you to stand tall, keep your head high, and trust the process, because the distance between you and your person is shrinking by the second. Think about how beautiful it will be when you finally meet. You won't have to play mind games. You won't have to wait hours for a text message, wondering if they actually care about you. You won't have to shrink yourself to fit into their world. And you won't have to beg for the bare minimum. Because they have healed their inner child, they will meet you with emotional maturity, patience, and absolute clarity. They will look at your flaws not as reasons to leave, but as beautiful parts of the human being they have waited a lifetime to hold. The love you are about to experience will feel like a deep sigh of relief after a long, exhausting journey. It will feel like coming home after being lost in a storm for years. This breakthrough is a reminder that your pain was not in vain. Every heartbreak you endured, every tear you cried in the dark, and every time you felt rejected, it was all shaping you, softening your edges, and teaching you what you truly need. It was preparing you to recognize the genuine article when it finally arrived.